all. I'm Michelle McCann, the founder of KNitFit, the walking program for knitters. Thank you for joining me. It's my favorite thing to do to chat with knitters, and reaching out to you from beautiful Mount Desert Island off the coast of Maine. We're about halfway up the coast, and we're surrounded by scenic mountains and sea, as well as a very caring and kind community. So I'm so grateful for that. Now, you may have seen KnitFit in Vogue Knitting Live. We were one of their Launchpad small business participants. We've been featured in their Vogue Knitting Live virtual marketplace as well. Or you may have seen us in Simply Knitting magazine, where we were featured in their Knitters of the World section. And of course, you can always check us out at KNitFit.com. So I thought what we might do is give you some background on KnitFit, show you the kits that I've designed for KnitFit walking, and also share some tips on how to get started on a knit walking program. So how did KnitFit get started? Well, it all began rather innocently. I'm a member of our local YMCA. I have been for a number of years, and I was looking for a way to give back to the community. I thought I might teach a class, and I realized it was not going to be weightlifting or karate, but perhaps I could teach a class in knitting. So I wanted a fitness angle. I began walking around the track, the indoor track at our YMCA with my knitting, and I discovered that when you take your yarn for a walk, you attract a lot of attention. So soon other knitters were joining me. Now we have a very lively group of weekly knit walkers. We walk the track at the Y in the winter, and we're off on the carriage paths of Acadia National Park in the warmer months. Now social media has really responded, and now we have 23 states. We have knit walkers in 23 states, as well as in Australia and in the United Kingdom. So we think we are starting a revolution, and we would love you all to join us. Now, I am a never not knitting type. I start and end every day with my knitting, and I fit in as many stitches in between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have a wicked hard time, as we say down east, putting my knitting down. And yet I struggle with that balance of the passion for my craft and the desire to be more active. Now, we know that knitting is a very calming activity for lots of knitters. It can have a meditative quality to it. And we also know that walking is good medicine. Walking can improve our immunity, strengthen our bones, help prevent chronic health problems from developing. So with KnitFit walking, I am marrying the two. Now, I love the work that Carson Demers is doing. He wrote the book Knitting Comfortably, The Ergonomics of Hand Knitting, where he talks about the importance of changing position, standing when you knit, and even walking when you're knitting. So his book has become like a Bible to me. I keep it by my nightstand, and I refer to it whenever I need more info on body mechanics. It's very reassuring to me to know that there are others in the fiber field who are concerned about the same issues that I am. So in wanting to give my KnitFit walkers all the right tools and instruction to get off on the right foot, I designed these KnitFit kits. Now, I've been modeling this original red color. I wear it on my left wrist because I'm a righty. Of course, you could wear it on your right, or you can also loop it through your belt and carry it that way, whatever works best for you. Now I will just put my knitting down and give you a close-up look at the kits. Now these kits are made of a ripstop cotton nylon blend, and the kits are sewn by seamstresses on our outer islands. So one of our missions is to support our local economy. The kits have a stitch holder which serves to adjust the fit to your wrist, a row counter which you can use for your rows, your stitches, or even your mileage. There's a pair of mini scissors on the side. They're quite sharp. They have a safety shield, so those will come in handy when you need to make clips. Now, very quickly, there are 4 colors for the kits. As I said, this is our original red color. I was channeling LL Bean for my designs. We're in the LL Bean neighborhood, and I love their sporty, outdoorsy look. So here is the original red, and then we have the green. The green speaks to me because we are the pine tree state, and I love the deep quality of the green. We have a navy, which turns out to be our bestseller at the moment. Navy makes a good neutral. It also looks good with jeans. And then finally, when we were exhibiting in Manhattan at Vogue Knitting Live, we were requested to have a gray kit. So we have a gray kit now. A lot of knitters in the city felt like gray would go nicely with the urban environment and also be handy on the subway as well. Now, the lining of the kit comes in a 100% cotton ruler print, so you can measure your progress as you go. That's the lining for the red, and we also have an alternate color. This is the gray, more subtle gray lining. You'll notice that there are no pockets in the kit. I'm the type that would overstuff pockets, so to resist having any weight on your wrist, or which can transfer up to your elbow and then up to your shoulder, I avoided pockets in the design. Now, let's see what else comes inside the kit. We have a how-to guide, which I wrote, called Getting Fit One Stitch at a Time. It offers you some tips on getting started with a walking routine, as well as a sample hat pattern. The hat pattern was designed specifically for knit walking. It's actually a long tube that you knit in the round. You gather up both ends and then insert one end the other, and you have a double layered reversible hat. Now, the kit comes, of course, with the guide as well as the needles that you need to construct the hat and the yarn for the hat. The needles are a size 10.5, 16-inch bamboo. I love the bamboo. It's lightweight, durable, and the points are blunt. Now, quickly show you an example of the hat. As I mentioned, it's a long tube. I alternate colors on each walk, so I know how many times I've walked. I'll have a record of my progress in my hat. As you see, I gathered up the cast on and the bind off, and then insert one end in the other, and you have a double layer hat. The wool, the yarn, is actually a 50% wool and 50% soy silk. Now let me show you the colorways for the hat. I have my models here, Myrtle and Mabel. Myrtle is modeling the plum and lavender colorway, and Mabel is modeling the pumpkin and cherry colorway. So when you go to our website at KNitFit.com, you would choose which color kit you like, the red, the green, navy, or gray, and then choose which colorway you would like for your KnitFit hat, plum and lavender, or cherry and pumpkin. Next, I would like to give you some tips that might help you get started on your knit walking journey. So first off is to wear comfortable footwear. This can be your sneakers or your walking shoes. If you do not find something in your closet that's suitable, maybe you go online and order a pair. That's how I got started. Find a smooth, level route. As I mentioned, we walk on the carriage paths of Acadia National Park. You may have a park near you, or you can check out the sidewalks in your neighborhood. Invite a friend, because we know that having a companion motivates us. Knitters make terrific companions. So you invite a friend, and then you inspire them, and in turn they inspire you. Use circular needles, as I've been demonstrating. Choose a worsted or a bulky weight yarn. Light colors, medium colors will help you see your stitches. Keep your projects simple. Simple hat patterns, simple cowls. Maybe leave the cabled cardigan and the Antarsia vest project on your couch for when you return. Cast on before you walk, so you'll go to your destination. You'll have your needles and your yarn. You cast on, knit a few rows, establish your pattern, and then set out on your walk. Find your own rhythm. There's no, it's not a competition. You just set out at the pace that is comfortable for you. Take breaks as needed. Make it your own adventure. You're all creative types. So just go out and seek what possibilities you find. Remember to breathe. It's important to enjoy the fresh air, appreciate nature, and maybe just come back with a different perspective. And then finally, it's knit and walk and smile and repeat. So I want to thank you again for joining me. I hope that knit walking is a technique that you will add to your repertoire. Lots of knitters find it very simple to get their stitches and their steps in sync, and at any rate they have a really fun time experimenting with it. So again, you can find us at KNitFit.com, and also join our community at KnitFit LLC on Facebook. All are welcome. We would love to see you there. And finally, I would like to just leave you with a quote that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it goes like this: don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step that you take. Thank you and happy knitting, and I wish you all the best of health.